welcome back to the show. Do you ever feel like you are just stuck? Like things aren't shifting for you like you want them to? Like you have these big dreams and these big aspirations, but nothing seems to be flowing, and everything that you do want is just right out of your grasp. Like it's almost there, or maybe it's not even close. Today, I'm going to talk about how to be successful at getting anything that you want and to bring more abundance into your life, in your life, in your career, in your relationships, anywhere that you feel like you have some areas for abundance need. I have learned that getting what you want is twofold. Number one, it is not for the faint of heart, because there is a lot of deep work, as I will talk about, that needs to be done in order for things to transpire and to come into your world and into your existence. But also, number two, getting what you want may not always be what you actually want. And knowing that and being okay with shifting things is really important when it comes to living a life full of abundance and living a life in a way that you are attracting in the things that are going to help build you up, propel you forward, and also create balance, harmony, peace, and happiness. So 4 things today that we're going to highlight, because these are the 4 main things that I have found for myself personally that has helped me become more abundant in areas of my life that I have felt like I struggled with, and that I felt like I needed a little bit of extra support to help create the abundance that I really wanted. Number 1, and this is where the faint of heart definitely comes into play. It is the mindset work. And the mindset work is really on a couple different levels. It is not only the mindset work that you're doing in the moment, your thoughts, your words, the way you're expressing yourself, what you're listening to, what you're consuming, but it's also those shadows, the things in the background, the things in your subconscious mind. All of those pieces are going to play directly into your mindset work that needs to be done. Some people call it mindset shifting. Some people call it brain rewiring. There's multitude of ways that you can actually express that. But what it essentially comes down to is changing the way that your perception is in the moment, changing the way that your stories and your beliefs that are no longer serving you come into your life and actually influence what's going on in the moment. And also stepping into a place where you are feeling like you are open to trying on some different hats of perception. When you can shift your thoughts and your words and the old beliefs and the stories and shift them into something that is going to be more serving, that's going to be more uplifting, that's going to be more positive in nature, that's going to be abundance creating rather than abundance breaking, you're going to notice that the good stuff in life starts to come forward. Maybe that parking spot that you always want to park in, but you can never seem to get that parking spot, is finally available to you. It could be something as small as that, or it could be something big. Perhaps the relationship that you wanted to heal or that you wanted to call into your life is finally presenting itself in such a way that you can either work through the damage that was created or call in the love or the beautiful relationship that you've always wanted. There are many things that you can really start to do to approach the mindset shifting. But the one thing I would say is simply pay attention to the way you're speaking to yourself. Pay attention to the words you say out loud and in your head. Pay attention to the thoughts that come into your brain, because all of these are indicators of what is really going on energetically for you. Pay attention to what you're consuming, the books, the movies, the TV shows, the podcasts, the radios. Pay attention to that. Is it information that is lifting you up and serving you? Or is it information that is breaking you down and making you feel more negative and heavy? All of that creates your energetic body and what you are attracting into your life and what is not being attracted into your life. Pay attention and be wise with your words. You can start with something as simple as I am statements. And as silly or cliche as I am statements may seem for some people, they really are powerful. They are powerful, powerful, powerful. The next step to this is getting uncomfortable and being comfortable with being uncomfortable. We have to step out of the boxes that we know. I always say that I feel like in my mind and the old stories and beliefs are like a prison that I have put up around me. These walls, these prison walls, these bars that I stand behind and I look out wondering, why me? Why me? That was what I lived in for so long. I was too scared to push the walls down and to get uncomfortable in my life. But as soon as I started taking one small little baby step in an uncomfortable place, something that felt foreign, something that didn't feel so happy and exciting, something that required a lot of work, things started to shift. I started to feel better. I started to notice I was happier. I started to notice my digestion was better. I started to notice I started healing many relationships and many wounds that just seemed stuck over and over and over again. So get uncomfortable. Step out of your box, out of your prison, out of your walls. Allow yourself to expand and experiment in territories that maybe are exciting for you, but if they feel a little scary, like shadow work, or maybe speaking your voice when you need to speak your voice, or being authentically you. Those are the challenges, and those are the uncomfortable places that when you step into them, the magic happens. Number 3 in my list of 4 is getting a plan. So having some kind of a plan that's going to roadmap you to a certain level to your next destination. And that plan can be loose or it can be super detailed. It depends on you, your personality, and what you like. I kind of like something a little in the middle. When you know where you're starting and you know where you want to be ending or what you want to call in, it's much easier to map out the steps in between. To stand back and say, okay, I'm here. I want to get here. What needs to happen in between so I can bridge that gap? Having a strong plan is like your roadmap. It gets you from point A to point B in this car of life that we are all driving in. Get a plan, sit with your plan every day, and pick out one small little thing that you can do to keep you moving forward and to keep you also connected into something that's going to feel aligned and high vibration, high frequency, so that you are calling in those levels of abundance. Now, here's the second piece to making a plan, though. Making a plan is not just about sitting down and writing down all these tangible things that you need to do. That's part of it. But it is also making sure that the tangible things you're writing down are aligned for you and what you really want, who you are, what excites you, what makes you happy, and what makes you feel excited to do. Not all tangible things are going to always feel exciting, but they are at least going to feel like, okay, I don't necessarily like to do this, but you know what? I know that if I do this, I am going to get to my end result, and I am so excited for that. Make sure that the plan you're creating is creating an aligned life for you so that you feel more happy and also keep that frequency high so you're pulling in the things that you really want and you are aligning to that on an energetic level. That is key and it's super important. Now, I promised you there was 2 things when it comes to the map, making that plan. The second piece to this is it's not just about doing. Sometimes it's about being. Sometimes part of your plan is literally just sitting and staring at a wall, letting your brain relax, letting your body relax, letting yourself step into a place that feels calm and collected, and allowing yourself to step back and look at the big picture of what's going on rather than feeling like you're just in this do with tunnel vision trying to move forward. Because I am here to tell you that that rarely happens, and it is rarely the case. Tunnel vision really blocks you from seeing all of the magic that could be coming in around you, all of the synchronicities, all of the possibilities, all of the emotions, all of the feelings, all of the richnesses in life that could directly be impacting your forward movement, but also your ability and possibility to bring in what you truly, truly want. And then finally, accountability. You need to have some kind of accountability because when the going gets rough, it's going to be hard sometimes to really just stick with it. So getting some kind of an accountability in your life, that could be an accountability partner, it could be a coach, it could be a trusted friend, it could be a mentor, it could be whoever you feel or whatever you feel helps to keep you on track and helps to keep you moving. But the key with this piece is making sure that whoever or whatever is your accountability, that it is high frequency, bringing your energetic body up so that you are lifted, you're happy, you're feeling positive, you're feeling supported, you're feeling seen, you're feeling taken care of. And then that way, you're a better able match to the things that you are trying to pull in for abundance and for those things that you are finally starting to be successful with in getting everything that you want. If you found this video to be helpful, 2 requests. Number 1, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so that you are getting the weekly YouTube videos directly into your inbox. And then number 2, if you felt inspired by this, if there were any tips that were kind of ahas to you, or if there is something that you do personally to help bring more abundance into your life and to help create more success for whatever success looks like for you, then I would love for you to comment below and let us all know what works for you. Because the more tools that we can have in our tool bag, the more abundant we're going to feel and the more abundant we're going to be.